This is insane amount of games.
Remember,
We've seen
yep.
AV go 3-0, and now Zeno's going to start to pull it back. Can he win? He needs a reverse streak. He needs 3 more wins in a row.
3 more, and that's tough for any player, even the defending champion. That poll has been reset. Let us know who you think is going to take this Game 5 of this best of 7 set. Remember, if AV wins, he will become the champion of July Joust, stealing the title from ZenoAkoop.
This is tense. Here we go. Going to Game 5. Zeno to the west in red. AVUltima to the east in green. Let's just get right into this.
Alright,
so AV not taking moles anymore. He's not taking them at all.
And that's a shame because I think that was helping him a lot in his fights against ZenoAkoop, tanking all of those squirrel hits. Instead, going to go for a very similar build to ZenoAkoop, the same tier 2 units, except their tier 3s are different. ZenoAkoop going for Badger, AVUltima going for that Wolf. But otherwise, both players' builds exactly the same, mirrored. Taking a look at this map.
Look at this map, though. This is disgusting.
Terrible.
Zeno has every expansion that he needs.
Terrible for AVUltima, except for the fact that maybe AVUltima could fend off some early rushes with all that high ground. But ZenoAkoop heavily in favor in terms of long-term play, with all 5 expansions on his side of the map.
What can AV do here? This is really worrying for AV. And it seems that Zeno's kind of sussed out what AV was trying to go for in those last games. So in the first 3 games, we saw him go for those aggressive pushes with tier 1s. And Zeno, on the 4th game, focused a lot more on those MGs, and that was very strong. Even though those moles managed to tank a lot of the shots, there was still Zeno's army behind it. So it did a lot of damage to AV's army. Taking down those moles quickly enough allowed him to take down those weak scrolls at the back and just completely dismantle AV's pressure. So maybe that's what he's going to focus on a little bit more. But AV doesn't have moles anymore. He's gone for a completely different build.
ZenoAkoop going for that 7-farm Warren into a tier 2 skunk, which we've seen work so well before. We've seen it earlier in this tournament, and we've seen it earlier in this set even. AVUltima with going for Hawks pretty early. We'll see if those early Hawks are enough to counter those early skunks. Pretty soon we can't call it early anymore if everybody starts to do it.
Yeah. We've seen AV is going for 9 squirrels. Zeno doing the same. It looks like, I don't know what Zeno's saving up for. He's got a lot of food. Maybe he's going to go for an expansion? He has plenty to choose from. So that's completely possible. AV's just focusing on a lot of army right now. 12 squirrels going to be coming out, and Falcons also, but Zeno hasn't spotted the Falcons at all.
I think in a regular match, AVUltima's best strategy would have been to rush, maybe try and turret contain, as there's only one way into ZenoAkoop's base. But as it is, it's too late for that now.
AV's going even more Falcons. He's gone for 4 Falcons. It's a really interesting decision. And I think against that army, maybe that's going to work. And Zeno hasn't spotted any of the Falcons, has he? I didn't see him spot any of them.
No, I don't think so, not yet. AVUltima taking that
AV's
very
taking
aggressive.
That forward base.
We'll see whether he's able to hold it. He does have machine guns, and they're going to be crucial to defending this base. It is on high ground, but ZenoAkoop's base is on the high ground as well. Both players have Hawks, so both players can see up high ground right now.
AVUltima has a lot of food, and now he's going to focus on Econ on that base, and that's really risky. If Zeno can win a fight, then AV is going to be completely knocked out of the game, I think.
AV is ahead in army value, but his army isn't quite with everything yet. Smartly building his farms away from the edge so that ZenoAkoop can't pick them off with those Falcons and the rest of his units. A machine gun turret going up on that high ground. Again, both players have Falcons, so it's not as important as it could be.
Zeno just brought out Ferret. That's a massive deal. AV's going to be screwed here unless he can't engage because Zeno's got a turret there. But he can't just let his expansion go down. What is the AV going to do here? He's stuck in an awful dilemma. And this is why we see so many players pick Ferret. It's just so strong, and he's forced to fight.
He's forced to fight into this match. He's trying to pull back a little bit so he doesn't get hit up by that skunk gas. But again, that Ferret's going to keep pounding away at his defenses. One more Hawk going down, another Hawk very, very low. And AV's sunk so many resources into the space, he can't afford to give it up.
He is going to give up, though. He's got no choice. It goes down to the ferret fire. And AV only lost squirrels in that first engagement. He couldn't afford to lose those falcons later. But he does lose falcons in the second engagement, and those are going to be his key to winning here. Against the ferret and the snake, skunk, those falcons are great.
Look at that army value there. AVUltima is so far ahead. More ferrets coming out, trying to pick away at AVUltima's army wherever it can. And ZenoAkoop's going to start building on this base here, putting himself way ahead in terms of food.
Yeah, Zeno has the pressure to be able to do that. He can pressure AV into this awful position because he has the bigger army value now. And AV's going to have to pull out something really special if he wants to win this game.
It's going to have to win this engagement right here and then expand, unless he can sneak away and expand. But ZenoAkoop knows that the commander isn't going to be around. Here he goes, into this fight here. He has to win this fight if he's going to win this game, but down goes his army. Only the 2 ferrets left, and they're going to go down as well. Lots of units left for ZenoAkoop. Warren's going down, and AVUltima ceding the match to ZenoAkoop.
What could AV have done there? That was an awful map spawn. He tries his best to get the forward pressure, but Zeno knows what he needs to do. He just puts down the MG nest, has the ferret at the back, ferret pokes, AV comes in, and dies, basically. It was awful for AV there, and I don't know what AV could have done. I think building those farms was definitely a mistake. He needed, once he got that forward position, to actually win a fight to allow him to build the farms. Otherwise, Zeno would have just done exactly what he did.